And welcome back, everybody, to a little bit of bear talk with you guys. And oh, I'm falling off my chair. Let's look back at what happened yesterday with the Bears. They lost, and to my knowledge, I completely forgot the damn score. 1913, correct? I believe so. But boy, was it a sad game. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It was 1913. And just like any other person out there right now looking at it, we're all pretty depressed. I mean, being a Bears fan has been depressing our entire lives, and we cannot find anything. We can't get anything right. When our offense is doing great, our defense is doing horrible. When our defense is doing great, our offense is doing horrible. And as of right now, the news is saying that Justin Fields will more than likely be out for Sunday's game against the Raiders. We all kind of knew this was going to happen. The second we all saw him come out of the game, both me and my friend were talking, and we were saying, yeah, he's not going to come back by Sunday. Unless he inject him with something, but I just don't see him coming back. And even if he does, it's at this point where we're back to square one. And let's go back a little bit and talk about what happened during that game. For some weird reason, our coaches decided to go back to the playbook we had on week one. Like after the last two games that we had where we were playing so well, we actually were moving the ball down, and it just seemed like we just went back to square one, like literally right back to week one's playbook. I don't know why. Maybe they thought maybe we'll catch them off guard. Maybe they think that what we played at the beginning was good. I have no idea. It was horrible play calling. But like I think we targeted DJ Moore like twice or three times if I'm lucky. I think it was for like 7 yards total. I was like, what in the heck is going on? The Bears just could not get anything going either way. The Vikings defense, the five rushers on their side just completely obliterated our O-line. Our O-line could not get anything stopped. Then I believe we also lost one of our left tackles, I think. A person from our O-line is also out. So, more injuries. We have no running backs, even though we were somehow running the ball well. But, oh my goodness, it's just, we can't get anything going. We can't have everything clicking at the same time. And you know what? It's frustrating. But, hey, I'll still watch them just because I'm a Bears fan. But, like I said, let's go back to where we were. Justin Fields is out this week. He's going to be out. And I highly recommend him to be out because do we really want to have a quarterback to go back in there and not be able to throw the ball? Because it's his right hand that got hurt. And I've been seeing Justin Fields and he throws with his right hand. So it's going to be hard. But let's give that our boy Bankent, Mr. Baguette, to actually try to do something. He was playing pretty well for the last quarter. I mean, we did get that interception, but I mean, again, the kid came out there. He's playing. I'm pretty sure he was following the coach's plan to a T. He couldn't audible probably. I'm pretty sure he doesn't even know what to audible to. But hey, that one. I'm just gonna blame the coaches on this one. I feel like I'm always blaming them, but it's just I don't know if they had like I don't know if the Bears have like a bunch of playbooks on like in a like just like throw them all on the floor and they close their eyes and they just pick one out and then they're like, okay, this is what we're doing this week. Because the play calling this week was just horrible. I could not. I don't know. I don't know why they decided just like we ran the ball more with no running backs. I don't understand that. And not just any like not just running backs, like actual our running backs. We just ran the ball with some third string for, and I think my buddy was telling me that they were actually like third string wide receivers. I don't know if that's correct, but I'm just surprised we were running the ball with none of our running backs actually active. I was just so confused and thrown off by play, the whole play style and the whole gameplay we were doing. It's just horrible, abysmal, really. And then my next part of the talk is this is gonna be hard. It's like, should we just tank? We're 1-5. If you guys were seeing the game, they showed the statistical probability of us making it to the playoffs. That's literally just making it to the playoffs, like just going in by the 7th seed, I think. Our odds was 2%. 2%. What can you do with that? We're not. That means we have to win so many games and hope that everybody else messes up. But we're facing a really good Detroit Lions team right now. Like I was gonna say like a good defense, but they're just good on both sides of the ball, defense and offense. We're not gonna be able to beat them. The Lions are gonna come in to Soldier Field, and we're gonna go to their field, and we're gonna get demolished. We got Green Bay again at the very end. We got the Vikings one more time, which by then we'll have Justin Jefferson, who's just gonna completely obliterate our defense no matter what, because they were just destroying us on both sides. Their defense was just destroying us, and their offense was just missing their main guy. But, and who do you got? The Chargers still. We're probably gonna beat us too. So honestly, we're gonna lose at least 5-6 more games before we win more. Do I think we're gonna win more? Maybe we'll win like 2 more games. Very hopeful. But at this point, should we just tank? I mean, we got the Panthers number 1, and we have our pick, which would be the number 2. Or honestly, it might be the number 1 if the Panthers beat us. But it's just, I feel like we should just, you know what, just let the thing implode on itself. As a fan and a person who would want to see a good team come out of this at the end, just, you know what, just let the whole team implode on itself, and let's hope for the best. You know what, we'll go through another rebuild. I mean, I feel like my entire life being a Bears fan has been a rebuild. So it just feels like that's just the right thing to do. Because here's the next question. Is he the guy? And everybody asks this same question every single week. When he doesn't do well, we start asking ourselves, is he the guy? Are we going to be able to use this guy? Is he really who we want us to represent us as a QB? Like, he's just very... If he comes back and he starts playing to the caliber he was playing in the last 2 games, then okay. But if he comes back and he gets injured again, or he starts throwing interceptions because he's injured and he hasn't fully recovered, I don't know. We still got a lot of football left, and he's probably going to be out for this week and maybe the following week, I think. Because we got Raiders this week, and I believe we have the Chargers next week. So I highly doubt he'll come back. If anything, just let him rest. Let him get healed. And when he comes back, hopefully he does really, really well. And I mean, at that point, we have a choice. Do we trade him, or do we get some help? Do we get him some more help? Like, I don't know. It's just gonna matter of where we go. And then the Raiders. Could we win? They have a really good defense. Our O-line is struggling. It's gonna be struggling even more. Our offense can't get anything going. If we get a running back, it's gonna be okay, but we're not gonna be able to do much with it. We're gonna have our backup in more than likely. Mr. Baguette is gonna be throwing the ball, and I hope that we could do something, but I just honestly feel like we're gonna lose. I feel like the defense is gonna beat us, and it's just gonna take advantage of us. Unless Baguette becomes like this Tom Brady 2.0 that I was saying during the stream. I mean, he could be good, but who knows? I mean, look at what the 49ers had. They had Brock Purdy, who was playing really well. I mean, they lost yesterday, but who knows? That was just a bunch of that team just imploded on itself yesterday. But hey, that's what it is. And I mean, I want us to win, but I kind of hope that we don't win. At this point, we're just more like I said, we're not gonna make it to the playoffs. If any Bears fan out there is thinking right now, we're gonna make it to the playoffs, I have a sad reality for you guys. We are not gonna make it to the playoffs. And even if you did, we wouldn't do anything. We would be eliminated in the first round. Or I would rather us not make it to the playoffs and not even be remotely close to getting to the playoffs, because that's just gonna break our hearts. Like I bet you Green Bay Packer fans were happy last year when all they had to do was beat the Lions at their last game. And they're like, we're gonna go to the playoffs. We're gonna this is our year. Blah blah blah. Everybody was all happy, and bam, the Lions beat them, and then it was over. Or honestly, I think they were out even before or after. I forgot, because I think they needed the Seahawks to also lose, and I think they won. I don't remember exactly, but I remember something like that. Either way, to be that close and then miss it, that's what really sucks. At least we know we're not making it. So, hey, we're just looking forward to next year. And then, the coaches. Like I said earlier, I'm gonna put this one on the coaches. I mean, you have a backup QB who was probably not planning on playing at all. He he was, but at the same time, he just couldn't. Or like it's because I don't really know. I'm not a football player, and I don't know what's going on per se. That it's just when you're waiting on the bench, I'm hoping you're reading plays constantly and like learning some skills and something. I don't really know. Like I said, I just backup QBs come in. Well, they actually, honestly, they think they come out more often than usual now. Now that I think about it, I feel like when I used to be watching it, it was like very rare. Well, I mean, Bears have always had issues in QBs and everything. When Jay Cutler would get hurt, we would have a backup QB all the time, and he'd get out. He would get hurt a lot. Coincidentally, he would always get hurt against the Packers when we were losing. That freaking guy. But I mean, for a backup QB who actually he's undrafted, comes from like a double A college, something like that. I forgot what it was, but hey, we're gonna let him ball out this Sunday. You know what? Right now, he better be learning the entire playbook, and he better be learning from all the coaches. But you know what? Scratch that. Don't learn from these coaches, because they'll just end up ruining you. Learn on your own. Take a trip somewhere else. Go back to college and learn from the coaches there if they let you go learn from them. Because I don't know why our QB coaches don't know squat of what they're doing. I could do a better job. And I know I can. But then again, that's just me talking out of my orifice. But the outlook for the week, outlook for the season now at this point is I hope we win 2 more games. And I don't want us to win too many. That's all I could really say. I don't want the Bears to win a lot. At this point, I just want us to take a break. Because even if Justin Fields does come back, if we start winning, it's going to be like hopeless. Like, why are we winning? Use this time to develop yourselves as a team and try out plays that maybe we should be trying. Because I'm telling you, what we did last against the Commanders, we had so many people in motion constantly that we knew what we were doing. And then when it came to this week, it just felt like no players were in motion. It felt like we were just sloppy all around. Um, our O line got demolished. The first two plays ended up in a sack. Justin Fields was running a lot, even though I know we didn't have a running back, but we had some running backs. Is that their job? No, but they were running really well. We had like 167 rushing yards, I believe. I don't remember the exact number, but hey, if we get 4 wins, 3 wins, that's okay. I mean, we're probably gonna get the number one pick just because the Panthers are just complete booty cheeks right now and they're getting destroyed by everybody. But who really knows? It's football, and in the NFL, everybody ends up beating. I mean, we saw San Fran and Philly go down yesterday, but they did go down against good defenses. So we shall see what happens on Sunday. But then again, guys, I will be streaming Thursday's game. It's Jacksonville versus the Saints. Just a quick thing of saying, I honestly feel Jacksonville's going to take it. The Saints are predicted to win. I think they're like 3 point favorites, I think. But Jacksonville's hot. Their defense is hot. Saints are a little bit also. The Saints are also hot. I forgot about them. But I still feel Jacksonville might take it because they are cats, so the cats win. But thank you all for listening to me rant and talk about the Bears, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Peace.